And there we go. How are you all doing today? You have been requesting more Michigan content and I am here to provide it for you. I'm going to be ranking my favorite cities around Michigan. I've been to a lot of them. And overall, we're just gonna have some fun. If you live in the city that I mentioned below, feel free to comment below and give a little shout out to the city that you live in, because I've noticed on my other Michigan videos, like the Michigan accent videos, which I will link down below, a lot of people are sharing their cities and a lot of people are commenting on those comments, replying how much everyone loves the city they live in or just their favorite parts about it. So without further ado, let's dive in. Now, I'm going to be using this ranking system that a lot of YouTubers have been using, and it's called Tier Maker. I made my own tier and put in about 13 cities that I have been to. One I have not been into, but One I have not been to, but I will tell you later why that one is on the list. The first one, it looks like it is Detroit. Now, Detroit, of course, is the biggest city in Michigan. I frequent there and visiting. Lovely restaurants. People that I know live there are great and I love visiting them. So I'm gonna have to put this one. Now, the ranking is 1 through 5. It is because I have 13 cities that I have, but they did not have 13 slots I could make. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to put multiple cities in different rankings because ultimately, all of these cities are great. I'm just having fun, like, ranking them on top of the greatness, like the super great, but don't feel like I am crapping on any of these cities, especially if you live there. Now, later on, these can be moved down or up rankings depending on me going through this because I'm gonna be thinking it out, I'm gonna be, having fond memories of these places, so it might end up switching as time goes on. So Detroit though, I'm gonna start it at a 1. Big city, love going there, go there a lot. So next is Frankfort. So Frankfort is a city that not a lot of people know about, but my family goes there very often and I've been going there since I was very young. And so it is just a wonderful city. It's a little lake town. It's got one strip of just, a couple of shops, similar to a lot of other, little cities in Michigan, covered in sand dunes and cliffs. So it really gives this unique look to it. So again, these can go down, but I have to put it as a 1. I can't. Like, it is such a cute town and it's by a lot of other things. So it's by like Traverse City, which is also on the list here. Next is going to be Ann Arbor, AA. So growing up as a gay man who came out at 18, I went to Ann Arbor a lot because there's Nectar nightclub, which is gay on Fridays, Pride Fridays, and I went there every single one. The first summer I came out, I went there, I want to say 12 of like the 14 or 15 weekends that I had off before going to college. So things got a little wild there and it was super fun, so I have a lot of memories there. I will say I have to put it at, I'm not gonna put it as a 1. I'm gonna put it as a 2 though, because I haven't been there a lot lately. There's actually this cute little dock that is right by the river. It's right when you get off the freeway. You have to almost like cut in. I don't know the name of the park, but you could probably find it on Google Maps. It's kind of like secret little spot that only the college kids know about. Cute area, very cute to swim in. They have a lot of restaurants, of course, coffee shops. They got it all. Ann Arbor is this little entity that has so much to offer. So it's fun to just kind of go out there on a night, or like I said, like I went out to the club a lot, going up like, whoa! So I have to say that it definitely deserves a higher spot. Honestly, I'm nervous like all of these are gonna deserve a higher spot. They're like, watch, it's like all gonna be the 1s and 2s. So next is Caseville. Now Caseville is interesting because I actually visited a friend's family's cottage in Caseville, and we went to Caseville itself, like downtown Caseville, and it was cute. It didn't, the downtown didn't have a ton going on, but I have to say the area around it for visiting, maybe you're going camping, I did camp there as well. Oh my gosh, you can see the stars so well. I think I saw the Milky Way. You can also, the sunset is just it looks and feels like an ocean. Like I see sunsets off of Lake St. Clair, which are also beautiful, but for some reason, something with the water or the lighting made the sunset in Caseville so, I just couldn't handle how beautiful it was. So many colors, so beautiful. So I have to put it as a 2 there too, just because Caseville itself didn't have a lot. I know it has some festivals that a lot of people go to, but I'm gonna put it as a 2 for right now. Okay, next is Frankenmuth. Now, for everyone who lives in Michigan, if you have not been to Frankenmuth, even though we can't go right now, in the future, you need to plan to go. Frankenmuth is it's just such an interesting little city because has this whole German theme. They sell the same food everywhere. It's fried chicken and like almost like Thanksgiving type food year round. You get stuffed the entire weekend. And my family actually once did a thing where we stayed there the entire weekend, and we used to as kids all the time, so it's a great spot to bring your kids because the one big hotel there has like an arcade, pools, everything, and like just a lot going on. And so my family went there as adults, and it was actually still super fun. So I think it's actually a good destination even if you're just wanting to go for a night out, for a date. It's just a fun little city with a new experience, and you can just walk around and see little shops. It's pretty cute. I have to say that I'm gonna put Frankenmuth. This is hard. You know what? I'm actually gonna move someone down. I'm gonna put Frankenmuth as a 2. Move Ann Arbor to a 3. Now Ann Arbor, it's great, and I had so many great memories there, but I have to say that Frankenmuth still has a lot going on for it, and I've gone there a lot as an adult, so I have to give it at least a 2. Next is Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids, huge city, so much fun to do. One of my good friends lived there for a really long time, and she told me she just absolutely loved it. I went there on a kind of weekend trip, and that's the most I really got out of it. Now, some commenters below might say I'm crazy for saying this, but I have to give it maybe like a 3 or 4. I'm gonna give it a 3 because it was really fun. There's a lot of bars, the brewery, Founders is there, and it's a really big city, so you have that benefit for it, but I just wasn't feeling it as much. Like if I had to pick between the two, I actually would choose Ann Arbor, but Grand Rapids is good because there's other cities that are more on the water that are close to Grand Rapids, so you can get the big city feel and then go to the cities that are closer to the water and almost get like a double down weekend, if you will, of getting to go to bars, but then also enjoying, kind of being outside in the summer. Next is LS. What did I put as LS? Oh, Lansing. I went to Michigan State, so East Lansing is, I'm sure it's a lot different now. I have to be honest though, I haven't heard good things from people who live around Lansing in terms of like fun stuff to do. Is it our capital? Yes, so it has that going for it, but I'm gonna have to put Lansing as like I'm gonna put it as a 5 because otherwise I don't think I'll put another one as 5. And again, this is not saying these cities are bad. It's just, are they great on top of great? Okay, Mackinac Island. So I've been there, I think once or twice. Oh, I wanna say twice because I went to Mackinac City, which by the way, Mackinac Island is spelled Mackinac, but Mackinac City is spelled with the "naw" at the end, N-A-W. What? The people making Mackinac City were probably like,
Wait, how do you say that? But it's spelled right. Okay, well, I think we'll just spell it like it sounds then, Mackinac.
Mackinac Island, it's really close to the UP, and we actually stopped in Mackinac City before going to the UP, so it's a nice little pit stop. Mackinac Island, beautiful, bike riding, awesome, fudge, so much. Horse crap everywhere, which might, I'm gonna have to say the horse crap smell definitely brings it at least down to a 2. I love Mackinac Island, and it's so beautiful, especially if you even look at all these photos online, but I remember it being super fun. So, and it's beautiful. Oh, but I don't know as much about it, so I have to put it as a 3 for myself. Okay, So next on the list is Marquette, Michigan. So Marquette, this one is for all the Yoopers out there, but I have not actually been to Marquette myself. My good friend though lived there for a long time and told me all about it every time I talked to him. So I think I have a good feel for what it is. And honestly, it seems like it's the party place of the UP. My friend even said he saw the, Aurora Borealis at one point driving home. So I think that adds a little almost mystery to this very northern city of Michigan. And I hope to one day visit it. They said they have a huge bar there, 2 floors. That sounds pretty cool. So as a place that has, mystical aurora going on and a bar, I have to put it as a 2. And in the UP, it seems like it's the party place. Obviously, I don't think it's worth a 1 for me personally until I've actually gone there. But feel free to comment below what I should be checking out if I do visit Marquette, if you have been there or live around there. So next on the list is Royal Oak. Royal Oak holds a little space in my heart because it's kind of the first city I started going out in when I became an independent adult. And I would always go to Royal Oak when I came back from college because I knew it was kind of more gay friendly, and it's by Ferndale, which is also a nice city. Oh my gosh, I don't have Ferndale on this list, but maybe I'll do another one with Ferndale on it. But I have to say that Royal Oak, I'll kind of include Ferndale in it because they're right down the road from each other. So the whole area honestly is super fun. I go to it often till this day. And so I have to put it also as a it doesn't have a nature aspect, although there are a lot of cute parks. Oh, I'm gonna put Royal Oak as a number 1 too, because it's one of my top, I have to say. I go there a lot, so I feel like if I go there a lot and I enjoy it a lot, then I would have to put it as a number 1 for me. Okay, next is St. Clair Shores. So the reason why I wanted to have St. Clair Shores on there is because a lot of people who live in Metro Detroit, I don't think know about St. Clair Shores as much. It has the Nautical Mile, which is this strip of restaurants and dockyards that you can eat on the dockyard where people are parking their yachts, and it has this super nautical, lake life feel to it, and that's the atmosphere very much so, which I love because I spent a lot of time on the water growing up, still do, and so I kind of get my lake lifer fix while being there. So I'm gonna put that as a 2, only because there's a lot going on, but it's not like, there's not this like energy you feel like you do a Detroit or a Royal Oak, or in Frankfort, a very relaxing energy. So I'm gonna put it as a 2. Next on the list we have Saugatuck. So Saugatuck, I personally love. I've been there a couple times. I actually just went this past August, and I have to say that it is just so beautiful. Every part of it you look at, it looks like a Instagrammable shot, especially on this little canal that runs through the city. And you also have just so many things to do. I went with my boyfriend on a sailboat trip there. We popped champagne while we hung out with these people running the sailboat. They were lovely. I'll link it down below which sailboat rental I did in case you ever go in the future. They also have a whole downtown area with a lot of cool restaurants. Again, some of them are on the lake. Every restaurant has this unique kind of cutesy flair to it. And again, everything is like an Instagrammable moment. I kid you not. It's also super gay friendly, super just family friendly as well. So it kind of is this wonderful place for just anyone to go and feel comfortable. Because of that, I said a lot of good things about it. It doesn't have this, again, energy that holds dear in my heart. So I was gonna put it as a 2 again because again, all of these cities are great, but in terms of like greatness, I have to put it as a 2, I think. And then Traverse City. Now, I noticed on my Michigan accent videos, a lot of you commented that you were from Traverse City. It is a great city. I've been there a couple times. I went to the wineries. Oh my gosh, every single winery had a view of the bay. Grand Traverse Bay, I think is the name. My cousin actually has a place in Traverse City, and when we went last time, he gave us this kind of tour, a local approach to it. And we went out to these bars, a speakeasy, these restaurants. There was a lot of food trucks for anyone who lives there and knows the area. So it was a really cool experience. I got a ton of taste of the city. We went a lot to Traverse City growing up for the Cherry Festival. And we also went to Frankfort. And, so I only really knew it for the Cherry Festival. And I really didn't, as a kid, you're kind of distracted. You don't really notice a lot around you, but it is beautiful. It's on the water. I absolutely loved it. So I definitely have to give it, I almost want to give it a 1. You know, before I do that, before Traverse City, not leaving it in 5, I gotta move Lansing up to a 4. But I'm gonna make Traverse City, I'm gonna keep the top 3 because I think it just feels more right. I'm gonna give it a 2. There you have it. There is my ranking of Michigan cities. Now in the future, I might do another one where I might change my opinion the more I travel and visit these cities. Feel free to comment below your favorite cities in Michigan, and if you live in one of these cities I mentioned, give a little shout out to it, and I will be sure to comment back like I do with every single comment. And other than that, I hope you all have an amazing day.